Hi there, how you're doing? I hope you people are doing good. So today I am here with a small introduction on JavaScript. So without wasting time, let's begin our session. Let me share my screen. Here we go. I hope my screen is visible to you. Yeah. All right. So first of all, let's see what is JavaScript. So what is JavaScript? JavaScript is a programming language like Python, Java, etc. that is used to make website interactive and dynamic. For example, when you open a website, you might see things like a button that shows a message when you click it, correct? Click me, then something is happened. If it is Amazon, when you add something to cart, you can see the cart count is changing 1 to 2, correct? When you click on a button, something is happening. For example, if I take another example, a form that checks if your email is correct or not. If you enter a wrong email ID, wrong email ID means when you follow a wrong email format, then it is showing some error message, okay? Or if I take another example, a slideshow that changes images automatically. So all these actions and movements happen because of JavaScript. So we can say that JavaScript control how a website behave. Okay. Yeah, I hope what is JavaScript is clear to you. You can see over here, one example is here. You can see an Amazon. Here, I'm clicking on some buttons, then it is changing the page, right? You can see it is, when you click on some buttons, some changes is happening. How this happening? How it is behaving? When I click on it, I want to happen this. If I click on this sign in button, if I enter the email, if I click on continue, okay, it is taking the validation. It is taking whether the email ID is correct or not. So those things is happening because of our JavaScript. All right. So now, why we need to study JavaScript, right? What is the importance of studying JavaScript? Before studying JavaScript, I want to tell if you are a web developer, so every web developer needs to learn three main languages to build website. Okay, if you ask me what are they, the first one HTML, second one CSS, third one JavaScript. What is HTML? HTML is used to create a structure of a web page, correct? It tells browser what content should appear on the page. For example, in my website, I need a heading, I need a paragraph, I need an image, I need a button, a link, etc. So think an HTML as a skeleton of the website. Okay, if the HTML is skeleton of the website, for the skeleton we have to put dress, right? Like we have to add muscles to it, right? All right, we have to make our website more beautiful, right? So to make our website more beautiful, we have to add uh, colors, correct? You have to change font. Maybe you have to add spacing. You have to work on alignment, right? Design alignment. So makes the website responsive as well. Responsive means when I open the website on mobile phone, it have to become smaller, right? The website content, the font have to become smaller. The everything. So if I open the same website in a big screen, you want to adjust according to that, right? So these things we have to work on our website. And how to do that? By using CSS. So what is CSS? Cascade Styling Sheet. So CSS is used to style the web page and make it look beautiful. Okay. Now, coming to our JavaScript. The third one is JavaScript, right? So JavaScript is used to add behavior and functionality to a website. For example, if you want to, JavaScript can detect when you click on any button, it can detect button clicks. If you want to show alert or messages, if you want to validate form, whether they are equal, whether the phone number contains 10 number, okay, whether the email address is correct. So those validation, if you want to check. Not only that, you can also create animation, build games, and interactive apps. So those, if you want to do those things, we also want to learn JavaScript. So think of JavaScript as the brain of the website because it controls how things is working, right? Okay, all right. So once again, Here one animation is here. CSS presentation, what does it look like? HTML, HTML means what does it mean? JavaScript behavior, what does it do? Right? CSS means how this look like. HTML means what are the things it contain. Or JavaScript means what I had to do, the appearance. Okay. So JavaScript was invented by Brendan H in 1995. And yeah, again, here you can see about JavaScript, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. HTML is the skeleton, or we can tell it as a structure of the website. It is giving the structure of the website. CSS means it is giving styles, like putting clothes and all, like style to the so it is working on the appearance, right? JavaScript is brain and muscle, actions and behavior. So if you're building a house, first you will put bricks, pillars, etc. Right? That we can consider as HTML, and you will paint after that, or you will put interiors, right, to make it more beautiful. So that we can consider as CSS, and after that you will put it will become interactive. Like when you click on one switch, light will come, right? So that part we can consider as JavaScript. It is just a small comparison. Okay, all right. I hope still here HTML structural, CSS presentational, JavaScript behavior, how the website behave, that we can control by using JavaScript. Okay, I hope still here is clear to you. Now let's see overview of JavaScript. Why we have to, why it is important. Okay, why our JavaScript is important. So JavaScript is very important part of modern web development. Why? Because almost every website today uses JavaScript to make the web page interactive and functional. So earlier, JavaScript was mainly used only on the front end, which means the part of website that users see and interact within the browser, isn't it? It is used only for that purpose. For example, clicking buttons, showing alert, validating form, animations and games. But now JavaScript can also be used for the backend development. So backend means the server side of the website, where the data is processed, stored, and sent to the user. So this become possible because of the technologies, like in JavaScript, we have something called Node.js, okay, which allow JavaScript to run outside the website. So today, JavaScript can be used to build front end, back end, as well as the full web applications, right? Now, JavaScript also, according to statistics from 2022, about 98% of websites use JavaScript on the client side. The client side means the code that runs directly in the web browser. So JavaScript is used on the client side to control the web page behavior, such as updating the content without reloading the page. Okay, if you use JavaScript, it will not reload when you are updating. When you click on that button will only work. Okay, it will not reload the entire web page. And it is also helping you to handle the user interactions, and it will also help you to show dynamic content. Now, most of the website also use third-party library with JavaScript. If you ask me what is library, it is a collection of pre-written code that developers can use to make development easier and faster. So it is pre-written code, pre-written lines of code. You just need to use that library. Okay, you just need to call that library. You will get all the things automatically. You don't want to code from the beginning. Okay, that is the usage of library. So instead of writing everything from scratch, developers can use library to quickly build features like animation, user interface components, complex functionality, etc. So some popular JavaScript libraries include, if you ask me, React, jQuery, etc. are some example. Okay. So what are the things that we discussed is JavaScript is one of the most powerful and widely used programming languages for the website. Then it is also used on almost every website to control how the web page behave. Today, JavaScript can work on both front end and back end, which makes it very important language of developers. So that's why our JavaScript is very, very important in nowadays. I hope it is clear. Now let's discuss about the features of JavaScript. Let's see what are the features it have. Yeah, so all popular web browsers support JavaScript. Okay, all the browsers. For example, browsers, browsers means Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, right? Safari, Microsoft Edge. That are some examples of browser. So all these browsers support JavaScript. So how they are supporting? That is the question, right? So they are supporting, they have a special engine inside them that understand and run JavaScript code. Okay. So today I will show you how to run JavaScript in Google Chrome. So Google Chrome, why it is running there? It have a special JavaScript engine called V8 in Google Chrome. Okay. So because of these browsers, because of browsers understand JavaScript, developers can write code and run directly in the browsers and makes the web page interactive. Now, and JavaScript is a syntax, JavaScript syntax is organized and easy. That is the second point. JavaScript code follows a set of rules and syntax. These rules makes the language structured and easier to read. And not only that, in many programming languages, objects are created how? How objects are created? Objects are created by using classes, right? When you learn any other programming language, you may know that you have to write a class. Inside the class only we are writing objects, right? But JavaScript originally used something called a prototype to share properties and methods between the object, okay? So a prototype is allow one object to inherit features from another object. In modern JavaScript, developers can also use class syntax, but behind the scene, it still works in the prototype only. And JavaScript is also case sensitive. If you ask me what is case sensitive, it will care about the capital and small letter, okay? So if you write hello in capital and hello in small letter, it is completely two different things to JavaScript. I hope it is clear. Now, JavaScript work on many operating systems as well. That means JavaScript is a platform independent. If you ask me what is that, JavaScript run on different operating systems such as Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. It can run. You don't want to change the code, or you can work on many computers without needing to change the code. You don't want to for Windows. You don't want to write separate code. Okay. For Mac OS, you don't want to do like that. It will work on any OS operating system. Okay. And JavaScript allows developers to control what happens in the web browser. For example, JavaScript can detect when you click on button click, show pop-up message, change website, web page content, create animation, validate form. Okay, because of these control, website become more interactive and dynamic instead of just static web page. Okay. This JavaScript is helping your web page become more interactive. That's what I mean. And JavaScript is also, so what we discussed is JavaScript is a powerful because it works on all browsers, okay? And it is following clear syntax rule. That is the second point that we discussed. And it is also case sensitive. It will run on different operating system, right? Platform independent and allow developers to control how a web page behave. These are the things that we discussed in the features of JavaScript. Now, applications of JavaScript. So, interactive web page, website, that is one of the other applications. So, JavaScript make website fun and interactive. It is like a magic that makes button change color, right? If you click on button, it is changing the color. That magic is because of JavaScript, okay? When you click on them or add cool animation to the pictures, right? These are some applications of JavaScript. And not only that, games on website. When you play a game on website like popping balloon, okay, or solving puzzles, JavaScript helps makes those games work smoothly. It is because of JavaScript. Not only that, other applications are animated stories, learning and quizzes, in animated stories. JavaScript help to create animated stories on website. It is like bringing the characters to life and making them move on the screen, right? And learning and quizzes. So JavaScript helps to create fun quizzes and learning activity on website. It is like having game to learn new things. Now, so here, let's see where to write JavaScript code, right? So there are three places where we can put JavaScript code. The first one, between the body tag of HTML. In between the body tag, you can write JavaScript. And you can also write by using, you have to use script tag, okay, for these two things. So between the head tag of HTML, you can also write between head tag. And you can also write JavaScript code in a external JavaScript. You have to save the file as .js file, okay? Then you want to link it here. So first of all, let me, today, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you how to write JavaScript in very simple way, okay? In the most simplest way by using Google Chrome, okay? So you can run the JavaScript, any of your web browser, and the browser console, okay? So how to write, I will show you. You just need to right click on here. If you right click on here, you can see some options like inspect. This is my Google Chrome. And here, if I right click on it, I have an option to inspect. So when I click on inspect, you can see this is what I'm getting, right? So did you see something called console over here? Console, this one, okay? So if I click on the console, here I can write the JavaScript and run the JavaScript because Google Chrome have a JavaScript engine called V8 engine. That's why I'm here to, I can write the code over here. So let's see, if you want to print something, you want to write something called a console.log. So about the syntax, I will teach you in the coming class, okay, in more clear. So what I have to do, if you want to just print something, you have to write console log, console, okay. Then you have to put dot, console dot log, okay, log. Then you have to put parenthesis. Then you can type inside the string, you can put hello world. If I click on enter, you can see it is printing hello world. If I want to add two numbers, you can just add 2 plus 2. You are getting the answer 4, right? I'm multiplying 5 multiplied by 3. I'm getting the answer as 50. So what I'm trying to tell is you can simply run JavaScript code on your browser. All right. So in detail, I will teach you what is this syntax. I told you about that console.log. So what is that and everything that I will teach you in the next coming class. And that's all for today's class. So see you in the next. Bye-bye.